All right, bingo. Here we go. Rocking and rolling. Good to see you guys. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see familiar faces. It's good to be back with my people. Missed you guys. I'm excited to get today going. Oops. Let's get that all changed up. All right. Let's get this party on the road, gang. I already see the hands rolling up. Beautiful. And just a reminder, today is Trey Day. So currently it's 11:03 Eastern Standard Time. That means at 12 o'clock, 57 minutes from now, Trey is going to pop up and we're going to have an hour from the man himself. So excited to get into it. For anybody who has e-commerce questions, today is your day. So we get to learn from Trey and in OFA, what we like to practice here is not standing amongst giants, but standing on the shoulders of them. That's the real true way to level up, and we get that every single week with Trey. So excited to get him on here. Let's get as much done as we can before Trey comes in. So I want to roll down the list. We're going to start with Karen. Hey, Karen, how can I help today? Uh, you
Hi,
know,
how are you, Dante?
I'm
So
great,
this
Karen.
good, thank you. So this is only the e-commerce, right? It's not for experts, correct?
Um, yes, Tuesdays
Okay.
are e-com sessions, so e-com questions on Tuesdays.
Okay, so I'll skip this time.
Cool.
Leave it all to the other guys.
That
Okay.
sounds perfect. Let's knock out all e-commerce questions, and
Yes.
then if we have some free time, then we can definitely roll into expert as well.
All right, thank you.
Awesome, you got it. Nice. Let's move over to Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Hey Dante, how you doing?
Living the dream, man. How are you?
Good. I like that you can change your backgrounds and looks good.
One day, I almost have everything set up. One day, I'll show you guys what Todd made. It's impressive.
Nice. Nice. Hey, so I sent out an email yesterday to uh have people give ideas for bourbon slogans.
Yeah,
And I wanted to like share with you the email results if I could.
yeah.
And let's see. Okay.
Oh, sorry, you're good now.
I can do it. Okay.
Yeah, Denise, I will show you guys. I'll show you guys the setup really soon. It should be done in like a week or two.
I think it's this one. Okay.
All right, great.
So I sent it out yesterday about 3:30, something like that. Um, it went out to about 200 people. Half of them opened it, and only 17 people clicked on it.
Mm.
So that's not great.
That's actually not terrible. You're seeing normal drop off. You delivered most of your emails. Of those emails, about half of them were delivered, and the click rate is a little bit low. I'd want to see that more around 20%, but this is not bad, Charlie.
Um, and so I'm a little concerned about that. Um, One feedback I got that I thought was really valuable is in on a mobile device, there's no app for the community.
Uh-huh.
And so it's not part of their workflow to kind of like go into the browser and whatnot. So he was wondering if there's an app that we could use. I looked and I couldn't find one. Um,
Correct. We do not have an app. If you want to test that out, Charlie, getting the feedback is everything, and then we act on the feedback. If you want to have an app, the best thing I could advise you to do is make a school community. School, they do get an app that they can
yeah,
download right to their phone, and then you can hit them with push notifications.
right, right. But then I'd have to transfer everybody from here to school. I don't know how hard that would be.
It wouldn't be hard, and you could definitely announce it with, "Hey, we made a change upon members' request to have a mobile app. Our community has moved to this place. It has a mobile app, all the things." So you could just announce that and launch that out, and I think you'd be able to get 50% to go over to the school group and do the thing. And then you just keep your ads running, right? We're looking at like 100 people, grand scheme, not the biggest deal in the world. We'll lose 100 people to get the interaction that they want and get them in the community and get them doing more. That's an easy trade.
Now I won't have the history either.
And what do you mean exactly by history?
Like everybody posting and all that stuff.
That is true. How much do you have a lot of posts? I thought that we weren't getting too many.
Well, I mean, so here's the community.
Yep.
Um, and I have another question I have on the community. Like
Sure.
people do post. It's just they post and they never come back,
Right.
right? So they, it's like a couple people, Robert Perez, he does come back. Michael comes back, and but that's it. There's not many people. So there's lots of looks like activity. I mean, a lot of it's me, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
Um, so I would lose all that activity. Like, there's no way to bring this over, right?
That is correct. Yes, there's no real way to bring all that over. But honestly, Charlie, what we're the numbers we're looking at right now are fairly small. So
Okay.
you're really not losing much, right? What do we have? 20 posts in there in total, 50 posts. That's pretty much nothing.
Okay.
So you could, I mean, and you could also run them both in tandem too, Charlie. If you want to test this out and just see what works best for you and your business and your community, have a school community, have a ClickFunnels community. Just take your ad and run it to a school community instead. You have 200 people here, put 200 people in school, and then see what is getting the best, not communication,
Feedback. Like,
words. Thank you. There we go.
yeah, no, so I need them to be engaged. Need
Yes.
engagement.
Yes.
Okay. All
And
right.
the school community would get you that. They can have the app, they can have notifications on every time somebody posts, they can follow threads, they can do all that stuff. And it
Um,
just push notifications right to their phone.
I'm wondering if that's why Trey did school instead of this, is because I think that is an important piece. I created a PWA uh workaround. And so basically you could have it so that somebody could click on uh go into Safari on your iPhone or whatever, click on something and it would put like an app on your home screen, and then it would kind of be a pseudo app. Um,
Right. Which is realistically just them opening up a browser and going to that browser.
but it would
So
be, yeah.
great, great, Charlie. Great workaround. Really smart.
So I mean, I guess I could try that and then think about school, because school's $100 a month, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so I could think about that. I could like do that, see if I can get more engagement. If not, it probably school would be a better. And the other thing with school is that you can see how many people, no, you can get ranking by like
That
see more and
yes.
all that. That's
They
kind of
they
cool.
gamify it. You can have like different levels, and when people hit certain levels, they unlock new things. Like maybe for you, level 10 would be like a bottle of Stag or something like that.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Right, but like, but level 10, there's
It's
levels 1 through
one
10. So for
person.
them to get through level 10, they have really done great things and they've helped you
Yeah,
build up that community.
they've
So
actually put more value into the community than that bottle of bourbon.
100%,
Yeah.
yes. And when you have a monetization strategy running and t-shirt funnels going and you're selling other swag and other merch, I know a $400 bottle seems like a lot, but that guy probably made you like 2 grand.
Yeah,
Sharing with friends, bringing people in. So maybe not a bottle of Stag, right? Maybe $100 bottle, maybe something like that. But yes, you can gamify it. You can have different levels for people to hit.
yeah, that's very interesting. One more
Hmm.
thing, and I'm going to let other people, I don't want to monopolize my time. So I wasn't able to get Google Forms to do what I wanted to do. I might be able to work on that today because I wanted to be able to have them click on, hey, here's what I like, right? Here are the different options I like. And then at the next section to say, here's my idea. Um, I'll get that to work this afternoon probably. But so for the meantime, I basically said, okay, just put a post, so I created a topic, bourbon tea brainstorm. So I created a topic in the community and said, okay, just put your posts here. And so, people didn't know what to do. So I put it in there for them. I just gave it their credit. But there's a good number of ideas. However, nobody's liking them. So I have no idea from the community which ones people like. So what I was thinking about doing this in a group Google form and getting it to work, which that was a challenge yesterday. Um, but figure that out. Take all this data, put it into the form, get rid of all these posts so there's just one link that people could go to, and then send another email out on Friday saying, "Hey, we got all this response. Please go vote." What do
Yep.
you think?
Absolutely, Charlie. That's perfect.
Okay.
A big key is getting that Google form set up properly.
Yeah.
You can set it up exactly like Trey set it up. I think to collect their email, we just added an app to the Google form. Um,
Oh,
and
I
that's
didn't.
all. Go ahead, please.
I wasn't gonna go collect their email. I was just gonna get their name.
Yeah, right, because you already have their email. So
Yeah.
it's really not even necessary. You can definitely set up that form, and then you're right. It'll be each month for the new t-shirt. It's a new post right here. The new post gets pinned. Super simple for everybody to interact with.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. I know yesterday somebody was asking about communities. These are the topics,
Yep.
right? So inside of your community, I'll just do this real quick because somebody was asking about it yesterday. In your community, there's groups, and I've got the Bourbonado group, right? When somebody joins, they only see that group, and then in here you can go and you can see the topics. And so these are the topics I created. So I'm
Yep.
just doing that because somebody else was asking yesterday. But that's all I needed. There's
Yep.
one more thing that if somebody else is going to create a community, I
Uh-huh.
found this to be really helpful, and that is whenever I have somebody coming in, I give them a tag that says new, and then when I send out an email blast, I can differentiate between new people and people who have already been there because I send the new people a different email, an initial email, like a couple days after they've joined. Once I've sent it to just the new people, I go and I remove new from everybody, and then any new people come in would have that new tag. So I just wanted to
Nice,
put that out.
Charlie.
Yeah, that was really a kind of a learning that if anybody else is going to do this, it might be helpful. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really smart way to use tagging. And in the future, I can show you another way in workflows that we can do it automatically,
Well,
where
that might be better.
when people open an email, it automatically removes that new tag. But super smart, dude. That was perfect.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. That's a good start to the session. All right, let's hop over to Fahad. Hey, Fahad.
Hey man, how you doing?
Great, great. How are you?
I'm good. All right, so let me just share my screen, share everything. Okay, yeah, I have a bunch of questions, but hopefully they're like short, quick sec questions.
Sure.
Um, so okay, well, one is like I was setting up the order abandoned cart sequence and stuff. So I was wondering like should the emails be sending from like the brand name like Sigma Vanity or just like from my own name? Like the
Yeah, Sigma Vanity from the brand, 100%.
So if it's expert, then it would be from my name, but for ecom, just from the business
Even
name.
if it's expert. Well, so great question here, Fahad. Typically, people on an expert track will use their own name as their brand identity. Is that what you're doing?
Well, for this ecom, no, I guess like the brand name. Well, there's a brand name, so it's Sigma Vanity.
Yes. So you would send from info at Sigma, sales at Fahad at Sigma. But you just mentioned on the expert track, it would be different. And it's not whatsoever. So like on the expert track, if you like ClickFunnels would be an expert product. If you interact with ClickFunnels, you're going to get emails from no reply at ClickFunnels, info at
Oh,
ClickFunnels. But
oh,
then
that,
on the, please go
yeah.
ahead.
Sorry, yeah, like for example here, like I said the email from address is no reply,
Yep.
but the name they see, like I switched it to Fahad Rahman. Whereas like initially it just said, for example, similar to the reply address where it was the sending name was Sigma Vanity and like the email would be no reply at Sigma Vanity.
Great question here. Are you the attractive character of Sigma Vanity? Like, are you the Russell Brunson of Sigma Vanity?
Yeah, I mean it's my brand. Like I am trying to create content. Like on social media when I'm creating content, I'm the one making the videos and everything. So in that sense,
Right. So in that case, you definitely could run it. You definitely can have it come from Fahad because people will know you. right? You are the attractive character. At first, as you're building up that brand notoriety, people might have questions like, "Oh, who's this Fahad?" But then they're going to see from Sigma Vanity. So I don't think you're going to experience any, maybe a little growing pains in the beginning. But if you're the attractive character, and if people are going to know you and your name, and that you are Sigma Vanity, absolutely we can do this. If you had a faceless brand where you are not the attractive character, I would not tell you to do this. I would tell you to keep it all from Sigma Vanity. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm wondering like whether it's I should be doing a faceless brand or just like if there's an advantage to like using my face like in terms of e-com
Yeah.
or building a brand, not just
In
selling a
in ecom, your brand is everything, man. As we go into 2025, were you at this year's Funnel Hacking Live by chance?
no.
Um, at this year's Funnel Hacking Live, everybody talked about brand. Everybody. And everybody's people have always talked about brand, but just the conversations over the past 3 years, really since COVID, brand has taken a small turn. So your personal brand will probably always be the best. FahadRahman.com. That will
Yeah.
probably just like Gary V. Gary V has a personal brand that he's created. What's Gary V's business name? Anybody know?
No.
If you want to go work with Gary V, what are you going to Google?
Gary V.
Yeah, you are 100%. So a personal brand like ClickFunnels has its own very well established brand. Russell Brunson's personal brand beats it every time. Because people like people. Ah, look at you, Denise. Very good. Did you go Google that? Did you Google that? Be honest with me now. You must have read jab, 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 hook. Um, um, so Fahad, personal brand will always win. Personal brand, it has it. Hook,
Yeah.
line, and sinker. But you being the attractive character and the face of your e-commerce brand, which is all about men's health and development and all that, that's a good thing too. I would say you should be the attractive character of Sigma Vanity. You should be the face that people know and love. You come off great on camera. If you came off bad on camera and weren't well spoken, I would advise you differently, but you don't. So I think you should be the face of Sigma Vanity, but also make your own personal brand too, because I'm
Yeah.
sure there's more things that you like to talk about other than just like how to condition your hair, right? Are you a personal development guy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right.
I'm in tech
Your
as well, software
Your
engineer, and
person, oh, yeah. Okay. Your personal brand will encompass so many more things. And this Sigma Vanity is one business of the many that you will come to own. And now your personal brand is just you talking about the things you're knowledgeable and passionate about every single day. And you have businesses for all the different big pillars that you talk about. Does that make sense?
yeah, absolutely. Like I had a hard time like maybe over the last few months figuring out like how to separate the two because initially it was just all mixed up together and I was being the face of it, but also like I felt like I was trying to develop my personal brand, but also the business at the same time. But I think I've kind of like separated the two where I have my own name on social media and I make content about that, but then I push towards like the brand name, like Sigma Vanity page. But then like the emails are should be coming from my name as well. Like I'm still the face, but it's a separate business under my personal brand.
Yes.
Okay.
There it is. That's the game, Fahad.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'll
Sick.
use my name. Um, okay, and then this, I guess I can go over here. So, yeah, so I think I don't know if I showed you, but yeah, like I added the bonuses. Well, okay, so I created the community. It's like it's completely empty and everything. Let me just should be able to go here, Sigma Family Community. So created the community. It's empty in the course, which is also like there's nothing in there, but I added the details for that over here under the this thing. Order today and receive these exclusive bonuses, grooming masterclass and private inner circle.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect, Fahad. Man, that looks great. I might put green check marks there just to
Okay.
match your button. and really just to grab the attention of the eye.
Okay.
But also, I might not because I don't want this to be too distracting, and I want them reading my story and looking at the actual body of the funnel.
Mhm.
Great thing to split test when you get time to split test something. It might seem small, but changing those check colors could make a big difference.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I should put any images on those because it didn't really pop out, but I was wondering if that's what makes it more of an offer. So I did want that to be visible, like
And
so people are
you
aware of
did
it.
perfect with that.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yes, really
For now, I
great.
added like these images, like for placeholder where it's like prepare your hair. I'll add the GIFs, but wet your hair, apply it, start
Yes.
one,
Come
two, three.
on now.
Okay, and then okay, bonuses. Same thing. I added the bonuses included over here, this area, under the.
I would change that text. Free bonuses included today only.
Okay, all right, free bonus.
We're on your live preview too. That's why you can't edit.
Yeah, it's fine. So can do
Let's
that.
go. Let's go back to that order form though.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Scroll up. Great, great. Uh-huh. Nice. I think I'd want to see you change your top. Uh, this.
Sorry, I'll just come here. Okay.
Okay, cool. On your order form, your step 1 and step 2, I think I might change up that color. It's just kind of hard to see what step am I on? Am I on step 1? Am I on step 2?
Mhm.
And that'll be checkout steps, I believe. Yeah, or that would change. Yeah, sure. That would change the whole template. Right. There we go. Now you can change up button colors and everything, and you can make little tweaks. But you see how step 1 is really highlighted? It's even popped out, and I can clearly see I'm on step 1 and I'm not on step 2. That is what we're looking for.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, I could also step two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
great job with V curve. Great, Fahad. Really great, man.
Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I was wondering, so do I need to put any images for like the bonuses or anything like before the offer? Before
Man,
like
uh,
or
I
is like
don't.
okay,
You
that's
know,
fine.
it's like that. It would of course help. Like having if you when you come up with really cool images,
Yeah.
it would definitely help. You could use a flex container uh to the image and the text, and it can all look perfect.
Yeah.
Um, you definitely could, and it would definitely help. But you
Okay.
could launch with this right now today.
Okay, cool. So,
Sweet.
and then I was wondering, I did add like a free return thing. But I was wondering like if there's any place I should add it because like I did add the 180-day guarantee.
Mm,
Over here I added like you can initiate a free return
that should be the first question.
like up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Like the return process. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I put like these
Mm-hmm.
three, the estimated delivery, shipment, like these three questions at the top. These were like
Yeah,
the
I
three include.
probably I would definitely scatter those in. The number, if you're trying to highlight the return process, this should definitely be question number 1.
Okay.
Yep.
So can move that up, the free returns. I was wondering if like
I
should
wonder if we could just make this more highlighted though. What's the return free return within the 180 days? Scroll to the very top for me.
yeah.
Man. Ooh, see, I would love to talk to Trey about this. I'm thinking Oh, yeah, I'd love to talk to Trey about this. I'm thinking you put it right under your headline where you talk about the 60% discount. I'm
Yeah.
thinking we put another line down there and then we say free returns for limited time only.
Okay.
And I'm thinking put it right there as the headline so when they hit that page, they already know.
Okay.
Also, in your headline below, enter your info below and get your discount and exclusive bonuses. I think that should be enter your info below and claim your discount and exclusive bonuses.
Okay. Yeah, that I can just do it right now.
Yep, you sure can.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, so free shipping. Okay, we can talk to him about that. Then like one of the things was like the 60% discount thing. Like I'm not sure like if that because it's either supposed to be like check availability or 6% discount, but I guess it can still be included, but I'm not sure how to like price that or like where that should be included or like do I add like another like a higher price, calculate the 60% off and put it there or if it should only be on the three the best selling thing or kind of not sure about that.
Oh, you're 60% off?
Yeah, like if I should just like remove that and just be like, oh, it's available and you can like get a, I don't know.
No, no, you want everything 60% off. And what you
So,
can do is you can have compare at prices if you want to do
okay,
it. You could have it's in your product settings. So inside of each product's settings, if you were to go in there, you can have a compare at price, and that could be
yeah,
the normal price. So whatever you have listed plus 60%. And then
okay.
you could have those compare at prices.
And it would show up right here. Like it would show
That's
like
exact. Yes, it's
five
exactly
bar
right.
about. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, cool. Um, this I found the order kind of weird, but like that's how it was in the like the video, the Facebook video for like how to set up the highlight here.
Yep.
Like the
Um,
total here, and then the each is written here.
yes, but we have some code that you can add
Yeah,
that
definitely
makes
added the
it. You did add the code.
yeah. So for
Let's
example,
see.
actually we're already on the order page here. So if I just come here and enter some address next, so it automatically highlights. I added all that, so it's like the best selling is selected automatically and highlighted
Yep.
with all the code.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, so like in the summary, it always shows up like this, even in the Facebook video that was posted with the code.
Yep.
And then
100%.
yeah, okay.
100%. But if they choose a different product that is going to show a different summary,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's perfect, Fahad.
Okay. Yeah, it's working fine. Okay, so yeah, the 60% off. Okay, so I just calculate the prices for each at 60% off and put it into the compare at price.
Yep.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, cool. And then I was wondering, I mean, maybe this is going too far, but like adding a subscription option, that would be like, should that be like potentially like an upsell or like a different product?
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat. Should what be a different product again?
A subscription option because it is like a hair product, like consumable.
Yes, that should be an OTO. That should be an upsell, and you can make that your first upsell.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go into the upsells and then okay, we can talk
And
about that.
and sorry, I'm just getting your question. Yes, it should be a new standalone product as well.
Mhm. Okay, a new standalone as an upsell. Okay.
Correct. Yep.
And it
And
would be
that'll of
like
course be a
okay.
subscription product, and you choose your billing cycle, which will be monthly.
Yeah, and it would be like you pay $0 today, but you get the next one off at like 50% off.
There it is.
Okay.
You're
So,
great. Hey, what the heck do you need me for?
no, I need I need you, man. All right. And then okay, so the subscription option for I was wondering about the like the best order bump option because this is
Yeah.
basically okay, this is for curly men with curly hair who want to easily style their hair. And so I had added like this product, the sea salt spray, because I was asking Chad about like recommendations and stuff. So I have this, but this I don't know if this is like the best option for that because the offer is essentially just Do you want your curls to look even better? Like you can use this on the go and effortless beachy seaside curls for $20 upsell. Uh, I was wondering like if there's any other ideas for upsells or like one of the other options is like a shampoo and conditioner uh, upsell. So it's like, oh, you got the product to use after, but make sure you like wash and condition your hairs correctly before using the product. Yeah, or any
Sorry,
other.
I'm just looking at some sea salt sprays right now.
And it's like a smaller bottle, so almost like a travel size type thing, 60 ml.
Okay, cool. And you're making good margins on that?
No, like because this is like I don't have a lot of inventory, so it's a third party fulfillment, the private labeling and everything. So it's like everything's pretty expensive. But hopefully
Right.
like have some volume, I can way like reduce the cost by like 70%.
What are your margins that you make on that?
Okay, so like for example, okay, so shipping is basically $9 on each. So I'm offering free shipping. I think that was a question too, but so I'm offering free shipping, which is $9 it cost me. And the products, for example, for Lux Leave-In Conditioner is $20 plus $9 shipping. And then same thing so if they add this, the cost for this is basically $11. Yeah, I think it just went up because of the
Okay.
tariffs.
Okay,
Dollars.
cool. So you make almost 100% margins on it.
Yeah, because if they order all of this and it's just an order bump, then yeah, it's 100% margin or 50%.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. 11 to 20, you're looking at like 90%. Yeah, the sea salt spray is an awesome, awesome bump to have there. It fits the price point beautifully. You're priced competitively with a lot of your competitors. I see people for more. I see people for less. Um, typically, typically in the ecom game, it's either a race to the top or the bottom. You don't want to get stuck in the middle because people
Mhm.
are either going to buy the most expensive because they think it's the best product or the least expensive because they think it's the best value. Being stuck
Mhm.
in the middle is typically a rough place. This, from what I'm seeing, kind of looks like it's in the middle, but it's a
Okay.
bump.
Yeah.
This is an additive product. They're not going just to buy the sea salt spray. They're getting the curls, and this is an additive. So I think this is going to work beautifully, and you're hitting nice margins on there. You'll definitely get lifts when people buy.
Okay, cool. Like, yeah, I am trying to go luxury. That's why I want it to be a brand and be the most expensive and build like
Yes.
a feel around the brand. Luxury free feel.
If that was the case, I'd probably tell you to bump. Uh, right. It seems like from what I'm seeing in 2 seconds on Google, it seems like $40 is like a high $30 to $40 is a high price point for this. Would you agree?
For the sea salt spray?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool. So feel free to start here at 19. Let's get
Yeah.
a baseline. Let's see what sales and conversions look like. But
Uh-huh.
I wonder if in the future we don't just do better at 27.97.
27. Okay. I mean, I
Especially
think
knowing that it's a bump like that and it's just an additive. It's like a secondary thought. They just yes or no. I gotta wonder about that.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I think most of those bottles they probably are a bit bigger because this is just a 2 ounce bottle, 60 ml. I think typically like when they're selling well, this is my full size bottle, but I think typically they're a bit bigger. Like this is what like a full size bottle size probably like 6 to 8 ounces.
You said a 2 ounce bottle
Yeah.
is what you're selling.
Yes. For the
Uh,
C.
just so you can see
All
what
right.
I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see if I go
Just 4 ounce.
here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that me or you?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
That force quit. Oh my gosh. Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
dude, you just gave me a heart attack. I have too much stuff set up for that. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
Okay. Let me see if I can just do this really quick. If I spotlight, Uh,
Sorry, let me just stop sharing this for a second so I can
okay, can you see what I'm looking at now?
just give me 1 second. Okay, yeah.
All right, so I literally just I did nothing fancy. I just went to Google and typed in salt spray. And
Okay.
here's what it brings me to. I get the barb, and this is for a 4 ounce bottle, and this is
Mhm.
$30 for 4 ounces.
Yeah.
And they have reviews, they're making sales. So I just gotta wonder. I saw another one over here. It looks, I see the $8, but that's Beach Babe, and
Yeah.
that's definitely not a luxury product.
Mhm.
This one is 839. That's got a really good luxury feel to it. But I saw another one. Oh yeah, right here, the OA Sea Spray. This
Mhm.
is $50 at Target. And if we go in here, let's see
8 ounces.
how much is it?
I think it says 8 ounces.
Oh, does it? Yeah, so 8 ounces there. So you're probably in a really good price point,
Okay.
Fahad. You're probably sitting perfect right now. Let's see how sales go when you launch. And if we realize like if you're getting if you're getting 50% of the people to take that bump,
Mhm.
my recommendation would be like, okay, well, let's see if we can up the price. Because if I up the price from $17 to $27 or $19 to $27 and I'm making half the sales, well, I'm still making 25% conversions on the bump, but I'm making so much more margins. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take less sales with more profit there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Sweet.
Awesome.
You can keep sharing, Fahad, if you have more questions.
Great. Okay. Um, okay, so that was for the order bump, so that's fine. Overall, does it look fine in terms
Uh,
of
yes, this looks awesome. It's
not too much
clean, it's
text? Okay.
simple, it's really easy for me to understand everything going on. This is perfect.
Yeah, and I wrote the normally 25, striked it out. I can make it more expensive. I'll probably increase it to like the price it should be like around 40, $39 or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, I'll do that later. Uh 39 strike that. Okay. Next thing is the one-time offer. So the first one I added is the get what is happening? Oh, oh well. Cancel. I think I forgot to save.
I
Yeah,
think we
so
just I think we just tweaked the headline. You'll fix that. It's easy.
yeah, so this is well, I only have one-time offer right now, upsell, and it's this.
Yes.
Add three more for 50% off.
Yes.
Yeah, three more for 24.99 each.
But that's going to be an additional percent off, right? Because on your first page you had 60% off and 3 of those were 30 something dollars each.
30, yeah, like with the bundle, it was 37 each.
Yes. And
Okay.
now here you're saying get three conditioners and save 50%,
Mhm.
but I'm saving less and each 3 is actually costing me less at the same time. Do you see what I'm seeing?
Yeah, like this was what my question was sort of about, like the pricing and like the discount and stuff. So for example, like just so, like the margin, for example, here at this price point, like I said, a bottle is like $20 and let's say like it's like a $4 margin, $4 to $5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering how like it should be priced or like what the discount should say and stuff.
Yes. So if your main price was $34, then if we did 10%, that would be $3. It still puts you at 20. I think what I would do here, Fahad,
Mhm.
is I would market it as save an additional 10%. Yes. Beautiful. So now your original pricing was $34 for each bottle
It was
when they buy the 3 pack. Yes?
37, 38. Yeah.
37.38. So then you'll take 10% off of that 37 and that'll put us at what? I think it'll be like $33, something like that.
Yeah.
Nice,
And it's
beautiful. I'm getting better at math.
20% off would be $29.
Uh-huh. But $29 puts us really close to 24.99, and now we're still razor thin on margins.
Yeah.
I think I would market it as save an additional 10%. And
Okay.
that then each bottle is just $33.33. So in total they would be what, $99, $100. You can just make it $97 for total.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
So additional 10%. So $33.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, otherwise, like page looking fine.
Oh, Fahad, Paige looks awesome, man. You did great. You have your special offer banner up top showing like, hey, we're not done. Green is a great color. Yeah, this is clean. This is easy. Scroll me up top though, as we're looking at mobile here. Let's actually go back to our mobile preview. Uh-huh. Okay, so on mobile, you're probably going to want to have a picture of those three. You see how your picture of the three on mobile? Yes, it's down below where they take action. We want to move that up on mobile.
Okay.
Have I
So
showed you how to make mobile and desktop specific stuff yet?
yeah, I do know how to do that. Like there's the desktop here, like it doesn't show up. Could I just like switch these two sides? Would that be okay?
Yes, you could, but this looks beautiful on desktop. So what I would tell you to do is clone that row and have a
Yeah.
mobile row and a desktop row. Like, yeah, clone it for me. And now we can go to each row setting. So let's go to the top. It's just my bad habits. I like to start at the top, but you did that perfect. You went to the bottom, you made it mobile only. Now let's make sure this one is desktop only so it doesn't show up double. And bingo. Now you can edit each individually, have them show exactly as you want.
And so
Uh-huh.
you want me to take like
Yes.
just the image or so like
Uh, yeah, I would probably take that up as well.
so I put this um let's say here, I guess.
Yes.
Take the image
Uh-huh.
right under that headline,
Yes.
like here.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely, it does. Wait, don't leave the page. Add three. Now you might want to change up your top. As I'm looking at it, I don't know that you need any of that bottom text. I think you just need wait, don't close the page, last savings offer because you have down below a special deal for new customers only. Add your three Lux leave-ins for just $29 each. So just play around with it, right? You have up at the top, save an additional 10%. You might just want to move that all to the headline that you have right above the image right there.
Okay. With okay, for just
Right.
more
For
leave-in
just
condition.
24.99 each or whatever the real price point's going to be. So you can
Yeah.
just put at the end of that, that's an additional 10% savings. Save an
Okay.
additional 10% today only because we're just kind of doubled up on what we're saying. It's perfect on desktop. It's perfect because
Okay.
everything's kind of like so far spaced out. You hit them with a really bold headline, tells them everything, and as they look at the page, you're just reiterating it. But this is mobile. Everything is so compressed, so squished down.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll duplicate like this thing as well and then like make it one mobile and one desktop only.
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, pricing and product creation. Oh, yeah, and then there was the product creation on the one-time offer. So basically what I did here
Uh-huh.
is I guess I gotta click here. What I mean, where is it? Okay. So what I did here is I didn't create a new product. I I created a different price point
Yep.
for the product. And I'm wondering if like that's not good, if like that's the correct way to do it or if it's so if I come
Uh-huh.
here there's two price points, right? There's the
Uh-huh.
original on the order form and then is that correct?
Fahad, that's perfect, brother. That's perfect. That's so good because now you have one product. And a beautiful thing of how ClickFunnels does products now, we have global products. So this is one product that you have at multiple parts of this funnel. And this one product will probably be upsells in other funnels for other products that you have. So you have this one product that you have sold in all these different places. Inventory management is now a breeze. All of
Mhm.
your inventory is in that one product. So whether it's bought in funnel A, B, or C as a main product or as an upsell, doesn't matter. It's all concise in that one product. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's huge, man. You did beautiful with that.
Okay, great. And yeah, so you can all see the price here is like 37.40 and then so another 10% off.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So there's that. Yeah, because I was just hoping like it's anyways, okay, that's the correct way to do it. So you said second so this is the upsell the one-time offer I have right now. So you were saying like so potentially this could be the second upsell and the first upsell could be a subscription.
Yes, it absolutely could. I feel like if you're gonna hit I call this a Moss upsell, Moss, MOS, more of the same. Typically, a Moss upsell would be the first upsell. You would
Mhm.
go right into it. They bought it, you take them right into the next thing. When I first learned about this, I think I was reading the 30 Days book. Somebody was selling Ziploc freezer bags. It was like literally like they weren't freezer bags. No, they were the Ziploc bags that you can put a hose in, a vacuum, and suck all the air out of them. And they were selling these bags on the front end. I think it might even have been Trey doing this. He was selling these bags on the front end, and then he'd take them to an upsell, and it was like, hey, wait, do you want 10 more? And I was in my mind like, that's never going to work. They just bought the bags. What are you thinking? But it works beautifully. So typically a Moss upsell would come immediately after the first purchase is made. Leave yours as is. It's going to fit beautifully. They're going to say yes or no, and then that'll take them right into your subscription.
Okay. And so in this case, like what would would I have to create like multiple subscriptions at least or just like what would a subscription be?
Well, that's really going to come down to you having your offer. If you're going to make a subscription pack, what are
Mhm.
you going to offer? What's going to come in it? Is it going to be the same things every month? Or is it going to change? This month is hair stuff. Next month is body stuff. Next month back to hair. Next stuff back to body, right? That really comes down to like your offer. What is your subscription going to be?
Mhm.
And typically for a subscription like this, you're going to have a 4 to 7 month churn rate from everything I've seen.
Okay.
You'll definitely have people that stay on it for years, of course, but as an average, 4 to 7 months. So that means you need to have 7 months worth of product, worth of things that you would have as the subscription box. And then once you come up with that, making the actual it's as simple as making the product, making it a subscription product, and then adding it as OTO2.
Okay. And so after like a month like here I could also just upsell like okay, you've taken care of your hair, add this to take care of your face, your skin, and I could add like a bundle for like a cleanser, moisturizer, and whatever.
Yes, Fahad, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Like that was like from for my brand, like that was actually like I started with skincare, but then I realized like, okay, you know what? Like this is gonna be a lot easier to sell. Like for hair, especially curly hair, just more guys are willing to try that. But then my core products, the skincare could be the upsell.
It's a very complimentary product. It would not be a big stretch. I think that is perfect.
Okay, fantastic. So I guess yeah, just last pay oh, cancel, cancel, save everything. Okay. Yeah, and then just the confirmation page. I did add images for like the bundle stuff. I replaced the offer wall with it.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, thanks for ordering. Have the number, everything. And then yeah, placeholder images. Start your transformation immediately. Access your bonuses below. And then yeah, that's what
It's
I put
beautiful,
here.
man. Perfect.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
And then I just try to find better.
I'm really curious about Sigma Circle though.
Okay.
Connect with elite men. And I
Yeah.
love that you have the girls looking at the guy, health, wealth, relationship. You know your market well. But this is a group to connect with elite men. I just, that image strikes me as odd. Right, like
Okay.
of course men are talking about things that they can do to become better mates and come more attractive to the other sex so that they
Mhm.
can get the girl. At our core, that's why we do everything, right? So I get all that, but I just have to wonder if that's going to dissuade people by seeing that image and being like, oh man, it's all about getting the girl. And do you see what I'm saying with that? So feel free to split test this as well and just see. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, but I'm just my congruency meter is flashing in my head right now. Um, Maybe having an image instead of a couple guys who look like the guys that your guys want to be, sitting
Yeah.
around a table, having a discussion, maybe having a cup of coffee or a glass of whiskey, right? And no women, none of that, because it's a
Yeah.
group for men about men.
Yeah. Make it more subtle and yeah.
Exactly, 100%.
Okay. And any recommendation for like again, this is just like placeholder images, but like what type of image would work well for like the class? So for the group, it could just be like the type of men, like well dressed, sitting around the table discussing like meeting war room type stuff.
Yep.
And for the master class, like what type of image should it be?
Man, I think you really did great with this image. It looks to be, what are you holding in your hand? I can't tell. Is that even you or is that AI?
No, that's AI.
Yeah, did you make it kind of look like you or is that random?
No, it's just like I give it like whatever, a man with curly hair, olive skin, and it just they all look like me.
It's amazing. I really like that image. I can't tell what the guy's holding in his hand. I'm going to assume it's a groomer or it
Well,
might be like
it
your
looks like
product.
similar to like yeah, the bottle, I guess. Because check
Yeah.
my
Okay, cool.
product.
I can't tell that at all.
Yeah.
But what you might have as an image is going to be like you getting dressed or you like looking at the mirror in your bathroom and then
Mhm.
the pictures taken from like behind you over your shoulder so they can see you and also your laptop or your computer is sitting right there and on there is a video that they can see that screen. Oh, there's the modules on the left. There's a video. Fahad looks like he's watching somebody do the thing and he's following in their steps getting ready for the day. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
cool.
And so for course, you said like just a simple course, one module, and then just like a bunch of video lessons.
Yeah, 100%. If and you could have multiple modules too, right? Like maybe you're gonna have one module for taking care of your hair, and maybe you want to give them a bonus module about skincare
Yeah,
because another product they can buy is
yeah,
skincare. So I
yeah.
would do that. I would hit them with a bonus module that's all about skincare and what men should be doing. And then at the bottom of those lessons, I would have a button that links back to your OTO page where they can grab the skincare pack and start taking care of their skin today.
Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, awesome. And then any and okay, is this how the group is supposed to be set up just in general? Like so it should be private. I think I associated like the product with immediate access to the community and the group.
Mm-hmm.
And then so private group
Mm-hmm.
and like that's it, right? Like this is the basis of it.
100% Fahad.
Okay. All right. Great. I think that answers all my questions.
Nice. Good work here, man. Really good work.
Awesome. Yeah, I should be. So I make those small changes and I think like that's it. I'm gonna start working on creating the ads, the video like UGC style and start running the ads like within like today, tomorrow, ideally.
Yeah, let's get after it. Absolutely. Stick around with me, Fahad, because Trey's going to be coming on really soon, and I have no idea what we're talking about today. Just so you guys know, Trey and I, many times, we like to run the Ellen method. A lot of times we do come up with what he wants to talk about, and we definitely have a game plan on where we want to take conversations, but also a lot of times we do not. A lot of times we do just hop on and let's talk about it. So it keeps it unique and genuine and fun. I have no idea what his plan is for today. We're running an Ellen style, but stick with it. If we don't have too much plan, I'd love to get him in that funnel, take a look, see what he thinks about it.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it. All right, gang. So we are at 11:56. This typically doesn't happen. I can usually time things a little bit better, but now we have like a weird 2 minutes while we wait for Trey, and it's not enough time to answer questions, and it's not enough time for anything else. So let's do this. Let's take a quick coffee break. Coffee break, drink break, bathroom break, whatever it is that you want. Trey's going to be here in just a few short minutes. Nice. Let's get Donna in here immediately. Lovely. And there's Donna. All right, beautiful. So yeah, Trey's going to be here in just a couple minutes. Let's take a little break, do whatever it is that you want to do. We'll reconvene. Ah, look at you, Tammy. Come on with it. All right. We will reconvene here in a few short moments and get it started with Trey. Be right back with you guys. All right. Look at that. Man, if there's one thing you can count on Trey. He's always right on time. So let's get them in, Evan and Trey, and bingo, bango, here we go, baby. It is time for my favorite day of the week. We got Trey Day. What's going on, Trey?
Yo, am I even on here? There we go.
Yeah, you are.
All right, cool. Woo!
Woo! You're cool, dude.
Oh, living the life, my man, living the life. So how goes? How's everybody? Everybody good? Everybody good? Everybody implement from last week? Take
They
things?
have.
I love that. Dude, I think it'd be good. Is there anything pressing that you guys want to talk about?
Well, I'm going to throw that back at you. I already told everybody we're running an Ellen style session today. No idea what we're going to talk about. If you have stuff you want to hit, dude, we'd love to stand on the shoulders of Titans. Otherwise, I think it'd be great to look at some funnels. We got
Yeah.
Fahad doing the thing. Tadius is here. He built
Okay.
a great funnel implementing. But Trey, if you have stuff you want to share, wisdom and nuggets,
Yep.
I'll make the fries and we'll have a little meal.
Okay, don't get me on fries, bro. I will.
I'm sorry.
I'm so hungry.
Dude, it's all I can think about right now. I haven't had a French fry in like 4 weeks, and I'm losing my marbles. How
Let's.
addicted are we to bad things, right?
Oh, dude, I'm so addicted. Like we went to a friend's house and like there was like 8 kids there, and they brought out brownies and ice cream. Like that's my kryptonite. Like I was like, okay, we're going in. And so I ate like I ate more ice cream and brownies than all the kids. Like that's so embarrassing. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna when did I do this? 3 days ago. Okay, so yeah. I want to hit just a few things
Yeah,
real fast, and then we will get into it. Okay. So
sounds
by the way,
amazing.
I think this is why it's really important, especially for those that are watching the recording and those that are showing up to these calls, because I'm trying to keep you guys up to date on situations that are happening around the United States that are going to affect you and be a blessing to you and allow you to do some pretty amazing things. Okay. So let's get into it here.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So hopefully you don't mind. I'm going to share my Facebook. I did a Facebook story on this, so it's probably easier to just kind of show it than do anything else here. There we go. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to show you is this graph here. So I went and looked at this is a post I did on my personal page a couple days ago. Got a lot of traction. I got like 160 likes, 62 comments, 17 shares. Like that's really good for me.
For Facebook, that's huge.
And for Facebook, that's pretty big. So obviously, this is something that's affecting a lot of people. Actually, it's affecting everyone, and that's probably why it's kind of gone. You know, I'm not gonna say it went viral, but it got a lot of attention. Okay, so I made this post. Basically, this is a date range of May 2024 to May 2025. So that's the last 12 months consecutively. And this is a trend. This is an average Facebook CPM. So this company looks at all the data for Facebook across all niches.
Sorry, Trey, I have no idea what that is. What's a CPM?
Cost per impression, so cost per 1,000 views. So basically, this is the trend line of how much it's costing to get in front of 1,000 people. So average in May or April of last year was $10. So to get in front of 1,000 people's eyeballs, it was $10. The average today over last April of 2025 was 14. So it's up 50%. It's a lot. That's a lot in 1 year. I think all of our stock portfolios be looking pretty nice if it was up 50%, right? That's why Zuckerberg makes all the money. But I want to show you something. There was a decline. And that, if you can look at this trend, that doesn't really happen besides obviously the Christmas months. But if you look at the trend line, which I put here on the screen, look at this. We broke trend May 1st. What happened May 1st? All the tariffs went into effect. So I kind of put it here, but I'll, like Temu is dead right now for the United States. TikTok Shop of drop shipping product from China is dead. Drop shipping is dead. Amazon sellers, like, I feel your pain. Basically, what's happening is anything that's currently in the United States in a warehouse is tariff free, meaning there's no tariffs on it. They already paid the tariffs because they got it in before May 1st. My assumption is we will see the depletion of those inventories here over the next 30 to 90 days. Once those inventory levels deplete, Facebook CPMs are going to get real nice, like $10, maybe even $7. I don't know. That's my prediction. Because unless Trump comes out with a headline, unless China comes out with a headline on Truth Social or some news media channel or X and says, hey, China and I have come to an agreement where tariffs are 0%, America goes crazy, and we're back in business. Until that happens, until that agreement happens, we are going to see a trend line of CPMs dropping because as e-com sellers, we are not prepared to manufacture in the United States. America wants American quality for Chinese prices. They won't pay American pricing for American products. Just isn't happening. So that's good news to you if you don't import, which is going to be all the things I've always told you about. T-shirts, stickers, things that can be embroidered here in the States. Looks like, we can, there's a couple people doing that, but this is good news. So to further deepen this, I want to show you something that you're just going to be, if you don't know about this, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to freaking blow your mind. I'm going to prove my statement here. Just as a deeper level, this isn't just Trey talking. This is affecting everyone. But if you know what you're doing, you will outpace your competitors. You will win. You will win in this. And that's what I like to do. I like to help you guys win. And then I'll be done and we'll go into Q&A. Okay. So this is really amazing. So what this is showing you is what the Temu shoppers are going to be receiving here in the mail. So if they buy a shoe or a shirt or a trinket off of Temu for $10, in April of 2025, they were assessing 120% duty tax, which means for that $10 item, they're going to pay an additional $12. So when it arrived at the doorstep, DHL, UPS, or whoever would say, hey, you owe another $12. Well, that was pretty daunting. Some people were like, you know what, screw it. I kind of want the trinket, whatever. Well, that was April. Now in May, which guess what? We're here, we're in May. They're adding a flat fee of $100 to that item. So that means anybody who orders something via dropship that's coming from China or Temu for $10, it will now be landed at their doorstep for $110, meaning the user, the customer, will have to pay $100 to receive that $10 item from Temu. Alibaba, AliExpress, madeinchina.com, whatever. Freaking hilarious. And by the way, if that wasn't bad enough, come June, which we are approaching, we are moving that to now $200. So if you buy a $10 item, it'll now be $210 landed at your doorstep. My friends, in your brains and in your minds, I can tell you right now that that ain't gonna go. That ain't flying. America will stop buying product from Temu, drop shippers, Amazon. It's gone.
Right, because this is going to hit Amazon, right? Like,
yes, Amazon sellers work off 5% margins, 10% margins, maybe max. This right here killed them. The 120% killed them because they're already fighting for 5%. They can't handle 120%.
Right.
So once their inventory is gone, that listing will not be on Amazon. It'll say out of stock. This is the same for Walmart. This is the same thing for Target. This is the same thing for Kohl's. Retailers work on about a 60-day rotation. It takes 30 days to get to the States, and then there's about another 20 days for it to land at the ports and then move in. So I think there's a lot of disruption in the in the numbers right now, and I'll tell you why. And of course, this is just, I think I'm doing a pretty good job at predicting this stuff because a lot of it's still coming true. So
yeah, you've been on the money so far, Trey.
Been on the money. So I'm running out of conspiracy theories. So if you got one, hand it over. Let me show you something real quick. I'll show you a photo.
What's really powerful is you've been talking about all this, the heart of the consumer has not changed. We're still America. We still want to buy.
We do.
The things we are going to have availability to buy are going to change. So when everybody says out of stock, we still want to buy. We're just chomping at the bit for it.
We are consumers. We are on consumption. America's the worst when it comes to that. So here, I'll tell you why the numbers are probably skewed for online right now. So this is a photo of my wife. We have a 1-year-old, and our diapers and our wipes, we use what's called Millie Moon. Actually, funny enough, they're the cleanest, ingredient-free kind of diapers you can get so our son doesn't get rashes. Well, as you can tell, there's boxes out here, and there's obviously now boxes in our house. And so what I told her, I said, we need to go through our house and look for what consumables we are ordering on a monthly basis that it says made in China. And this, you know, from the brand of the box, you would never assume that this is made in China, but it is. So the diapers actually, I mean, I didn't know until I looked. So we looked at it, made in China, wipes made in China. And so we went and purchased 3 months worth of inventory. And I said, we are not going to touch that inventory. We're going to keep buying like normal, but we'll have a 3-month backlog of diapers and wipes just in case we run out. Now, will we see maybe a price hike at the stores? Maybe. So you can still get the product, but it's just going to be, you know, 2 times higher. Or Millie Moon will hold off. They'll sell to Canada. They'll sell to Mexico. They'll sell to the United Kingdom. They'll sell Australia because they don't have tariffs there. They'll hold off on America. And so guess what? No more diapers in America for Millie Moons. So why I'm saying the numbers probably look a little skewed right now are people because of people like me who are saying, okay, we got this little tariff war going on. Retail might go a little bit empty. We probably should stock up. Kind of same way toilet paper ran out for COVID. I don't know why toilet paper was the thing, but it was. When the FedEx guy, he's actually out here, you can kind of see him in the back here. When he pulled up with this, first thing I did is I asked him if he wanted a water because he was sweating. Second thing I asked him was, how's your truck? Is it full or is it empty? He said it's stock full, packed. I said, are you seeing people order bulk or are you seeing them just order normal, like every day? He goes, I've had 12 houses with you included today of a multiple of the boxes of the same product. He goes, they're from Costco, Walmart, and Target. He goes, people are loading up because they're worried about retail shortages. So when I say that the numbers are skewed, shoppers, retailers, sales might look like it's on the uptrend because people are overbuying, which means come June, July, August, they're probably going to see a downtrend because people like me, we already got stock. We don't need it. So we're in definitely weird times. We're in skews of numbers of different times right now. So just kind of be wary. So now, for people like you and me who are selling, you know, United States products imported from other places such as Mexico, you know, or getting your T-shirts designed and printed here in the States through PODs, you're not going to be affected by this tariff. How you'll be affected is your conversion costs will be lower. You know, Dante and I, this is our anniversary month, by the way, have been on these calls for a year now.
Whoop, whoop.
A year.
A year with Trey. It's been banging, baby. I've loved it.
It's been wild. But we've shown up every single week telling you the same thing. Go. Get going. And some of you who've kept showing up, you have gone. You know, you got the funnels up and running. You got the things, you got the metrics, you got ads. Like now is your time to put on fuel. Like you got a little flame, throw gas. Like get after it. Get serious. I tell my students, get serious. Like stop peddling $10, $15 a day on Facebook. Let's get to 50, 100, 400, 800, $1,000 or more a day in Facebook ads. I got guys who are doing 40 grand a day right now. 40 grand a day on Facebook. They said we're seeing half CPMs. So if my CPM was 15, I'm seeing 7. Conversions are like the ROAS is double and the conversion is half. So if you've been waiting on the sidelines, if you've not built your funnel yet, if you've been tinkering around with what product to sell, it's your own fault. Go back to the training, watch the training, dissect it, get heavy, put your head down, wake up early, stay up late, get a babysitter, get to work. Get to work because we are in a window of time. You can use this to your advantage, or we can be on a call in August and be like, wasn't that fun? Now we're back to high CPMs. And you're starting, we're back to zero, right? So take advantage of all this stuff, my friends. Like this is the time. I'm getting excited. I get goosebumps around this stuff because we don't see like someone who has been in this space for 10 years, 11 years now. You don't get these types of windows very often. But when you do, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it because it is time. It is time to get serious and get to business and like, let's make money. Let's quit your jobs. I thought this was a really good phrase. Every click you win today robs a rival forever.
Ooh. Ooh.
Every click you win today robs a rival forever because those rivals right now are shutting their ads off. So they're getting that customer. So if you do your job and you create a nice brand, you serve a good quality product, you might have that client for life versus the brand, the other competitor having that client. This is the time. This is the time. All right, cool. Any questions with all that?
I did see one in the chat. Marielle asked, anything Europe should think about regarding this? I thought that was a really good question. What do you think happens to Europe? Do we see a lot of Americans start to buy things from Europe and be okay with the longer shipping times?
I don't think America, I don't know if we're set up for that. Like I wouldn't even personally know how to like go find products in Europe. So they'd have to advertise to us, right? So like they'd have to start doing Facebook ads within America, like targeting America and saying, hey, tariff free or whatever the Europe tariff is. But here's the kicker. Here is the kicker. If they bring that product in from Europe and it's inspected and it says made in China, $200.
Right.
So just because it came from Europe, but it wasn't the origin of Europe, still taxed.
Yep.
So that's what we're seeing with our products is they're saying you can buy a whole, you can buy a full computer. Let's say a full computer. But if just the keyboard is made in China, the entire order is taxed at a 125.
Mm.
Like they ain't messing around right now.
Mm.
So if anything in that box says made in China, the whole order gets tacked. Which is wild. So
Yep.
like everybody's taking a step back. Like everybody's shutting their CPMs down, the Facebook ads down. Like Facebook's like, I don't know what to do. I know what to do. Go.
Yeah.
Like go.
You know, Trey's talked for a long time, a year at this point, about how important it is for e-commerce business owners to understand the interstitial page, to have the proven system that works that they can plug and play different products into. So if you find yourself in the chair right now saying, dang, I wish I just went for the last year. I wish I just went and did the thing. And I wish I had my proven system. I wish I was set up for this and I could reap all the rewards of what is to be the heyday. I need you to remember the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So go and do still right now today. You'll still reap the back end of all of this. You need to do the thing. And if I could put a little more fire under your butt, you want to get some fear because fear is what really moves us, right? The world is going to look very different in 5 to 7 years. Everything about our world with AI and how fast it is moving, the world that we live in will be vastly different in 5 to 7 years. And you cannot find an entrepreneur or billionaire that is not saying the same thing. Go make your war chest now. Make your war chest now. 5 years from now is going to be too late. You have to do the thing now. So I want that for all of you guys. Go do the thing now. Put in the work now to build the war chest, to build the base, so you can sustain and thrive in these coming years. For the ones that didn't, they're not going to.
Yep. Pretty much.
Pretty much. You're so cool. Okay, dude, that was awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, Trey. Do you want to look at some funnels?
Yeah, let's do it. Was
Listen.
there any questions on that? I guess we probably should ask questions.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I get too excited.
Same. See any questions?
Denise was asking about POD. Are the POD companies going to be raising prices because their shirts are coming from China?
Absolutely. 100%. So they're going to go through their inventory first because they're hoping. I mean, the hope is, right? Like everybody's hoping. So everybody's hoping that, you know, these go away, right? Like the tariffs go away. So they're hoping that their inventory, of which they have, is enough to sustain the tariff, and then hopefully the tariffs go away and they're able to replenish. Now, if they can't, yeah, they'll be forced to obviously increase their price because their price is going to be increased.
Right. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it for now. But gang, if you have more questions on this, throw them in the chat. Throw them in the chat. We'll address them as we're going through funnels here. I know we got a couple funnels that are just about to get across the finish line. I know they're pretty much ready. I know about Fahad and Thaddeus. So let's at least go look at those two. They're great examples, and I'd love to see what Trey thinks about them. So Fahad, let's run with you first, man. We just looked at your funnel. I think Trey's gonna be able to make quick work of that. Look, he is ready to roll.
Ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So, well, here's the funnel. Okay. So it's targeting men with curly hair who want to get rid of, be able to easily style it, get rid of dry, frizzy hair. On the right, I have the bonuses.
Okay. Let's see. Screen's not sharing here. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
You can see it?
Yeah, let's see. My screen was all blurry. Okay, there we go. This looks good. SW screaming brand for better curls. Better curls. Or
Yeah.
was it and more compliments? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Initially, I
is
wrote,
that the number one like thing people hate? Is they're like, oh, people aren't complimenting me on my hair?
um, no, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say that's like the complaint. That's a benefit, I guess.
Okay, then
Validation.
yeah, if it's not a benefit, then remove it.
Okay. So just for better curls, that's it.
Is that what people want? Are they like so when
Better.
someone goes to the hairdresser, like I want better curls, that's what they're saying?
Yeah, well, they want to get rid of dry, frizzy hair. That would probably be the main thing. Like the
Let's say
hair
that.
looks thin, dry. So for better curls, okay, so like for example, like here I wrote dry, frizzy, unmanageable hair. So
Yeah, why thousand men are switching to this No BS grooming brand to remove to stop struggling or to basically the opposite of what you got. So like we want to hit them with what they hate, right? What you're saying is like the dry, frizzy, unmanageable hair to stop to something like that. So I remove all the other things.
okay,
I
so
think the first part. I think the first part's good.
Yeah,
why
why
thousand?
thousands of men are switching to this no BS grooming brand and kicking dry, frizzy hair to the curb. Something like that.
Yeah, to kick, dry, frizzy hair, unmanageable hair to the curb.
Yeah, I popped that through chat and Napoleon and
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Steven kind of
That
do some better stuff with that.
save it there for now. Okay. I don't know if the story is too long. I think it's like 400 words.
Yeah, that's a pretty big story. So like Pat, bring in some images.
Okay.
And by the way, is there
Yeah.
any demonstrations?
Not yet. I'm gonna have to add those.
What do we say about demonstrations and presentations? Anybody know? If you know it, unmute and say it right now. It comes from Trey's Uncle Jim.
One year later, Dante. That's why we got to repeat this stuff so everybody remembers.
Presentation without demonstration is just conversation.
But Uncle Jim right there, baby.
Uncle Jim, hold that as truth. That's a 10 commandment right there.
I would keep your steps one sentences. Those are
Okay.
long. That makes it feel like, oh, there's a lot going on here. Prepare your hair. Use shampoo and rinse thoroughly. That's it. Like people don't like to read novels. They just want to know like how's it going to affect my life.
Like that. Use shampoo, rinse thoroughly.
Do you need to start with clean, damp hair, or can you just say use your shampoo and rinse thoroughly?
Yeah.
It's not like like boom, 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 like real quick, easy, like here, because then you say above it's like easy.
Yeah. Rinse
Where do you
thorough.
say that at?
Straight onto damp hair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Once applied, let it dry. So just be like, just enjoy. Just like enjoy the hair.
Look great, feel great,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like they don't have like now. This is the solution
Melanin.
to the problem, which was your headline. So I would come out and say the opposite of what they're getting. So perfect curls every time, or uh, something that's like great.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would just say perfect curls every time. You don't even need to
Style.
have style, because then
Just
I would put step number two. If a style is a big one, then step number two is style.
no, you don't have to style. You just let it dry.
Oh, there you go. Then perfect girl, perfect curls every time.
Enjoy perfect curls every time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this image might have to be replaced, but
Yeah, I'd love to see. I mean, that's you, right? Uh,
no.
oh, that's not you.
Dude, it's so funny, Trey. I just said the same thing to him earlier. I was like, "Are these all pictures of you?" He
Yeah, it's
said, "No,
Fahad looking good.
I go to AI. I say, give me a dark skinned guy with curly hair, and they all come out looking just like him."
He's the model.
Yeah, the model.
Yeah. I would your images are super long, like long. So it's
Yeah.
the majority of the screen when we have to see it. I
Okay.
would like to see maybe more of a horizontal photo.
Okay. For like
So
the
like
product
have that
images.
image, but then maybe there's a couple like kind of like you did this one over here. Like you got the towel, you got the watch, you got like that's a great cool photo.
Hmm.
I'd love to see that on a more of a horizontal than like a TikTok feel. I think these
Okay.
would be great for mobile. Maybe keep them for mobile, but desktop, it definitely breaks up the page too much. Oh, you don't even have them full on your mobile.
No, because then it just literally takes up the whole space.
Mm.
I mean, should it be
I'd fill the gap on mobile.
okay? So on mobile they should be bigger, but on
On
desktop,
desktop, I think it's a little too because I mean, that takes up quite a bit.
okay.
But I think
Like
a horizontal image though.
okay.
Yeah, he's saying resize it.
Hmm.
I think what is
Resize
that?
it, but then fill the white gap you got.
Yeah, just like fill in the yeah. I could tell. Yeah, basically this whole white area. Just make it full.
Yeah. But I'm not like if I'm just here, like I'm not a reader, I'm not sold by the images.
Hmm.
So far it's just been a good looking dude and some bottle spray.
Okay.
Like I need to
So
see it like working.
demonstration.
Demo it, give me a video of it. Um, like how would you present this at a fair?
Yeah, take some dry hair, spray it on, let it dry, and then boom, perfect curls. Just like a UGC style video.
But if you could show that in a GIF, like
Yeah,
step one, step two, step three, that'd be cool.
yeah, yeah. That's what Dante recommended as well.
hmm
Okay, so yeah, the images, GIFs over here for like just wetting the hair, applying it, and ending it,
Are those
and
AI?
yeah, it's all AI.
How'd you get the bottle in his hand?
Uh, yeah, it's just I uploaded a mock-up of my product. I told it use this bottle in those images.
Wow, it's getting
And
really.
it was just ChatGPT, right, Fahad?
Yeah. Just ChatGPT.
Dude, the new update is crazy.
Oh, is that 3.0?
All of these are ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
one. Like all of these product images, the one with the watch in the back and everything.
Oh, okay. Damn.
This like all of them. Like it put the thing just I told it use the template, where it says sold out and just put this product in it.
That's cool.
This
Wow.
one too.
Buy photographers, buy copywriters,
Yeah, see ya.
buy Photoshop editors,
It
Hmm.
just struggles a bit with the text. Like
see
I'll have to
models.
like reiterate a few times, but
They
yeah.
all gone. They are all gone. Holy smokes.
Like that hero image trade. That's all AI.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, he's got the girls. I didn't see the girls at first.
Girls for girls.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Should I?
don't even know if I would say grooming brand. I'd probably say grooming spray. Yep, that's a
Hey,
pretty good
John,
headline. That's strong.
just there's no BS grooming spray to kick dry, frizzy, unmanageable. Is that too many words? Dry, frizzy, unmanageable hair? Is this too big
I'd
of a word?
separate it. I'd do like commas or maybe periods, like kick dry, period, frizzy, period, unmanageable, period, hair to the curb. Unmanageable hair would be like one. I'd play with it, you know,
Okay.
like who knows? That's why split testing is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And then the other thing on the right where it says get perfect curls with Lux Leave In conditioner. Is it leave
Yeah.
in conditioner?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's
oh,
how it's
leave
written.
in. Got it. Okay. I would
Yeah.
replace the word get with experience.
Ooh, great word.
Tactical, baby. One word difference makes $1 million.
Yes, it does.
Hmm.
Something else we've been experimenting with right now is buy now versus check availability. So I'd split test those buttons.
Okay. Bye now. All right.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Or see pricing, check pricing, because that's
Check
what they
pricing.
want, right? They, like, take me to the price. And then once you get clarity on this, you can go back to watch our recordings and see how we're using clarity to, change up the page.
Hmm. And I guess like one question was like I last time I asked was how do I turn the product into an offer and then decide to add like masterclass like these bonuses, but I don't know if it's like visible enough. But yeah, anyways, grooming masterclass and community.
So sell that on the order form.
But it's fine to leave it here or just remove it from here.
I'd probably remove it
Okay.
because we got one thing to sell, one offer, one funnel, one traffic source.
Okay.
If you try to sell multiple things, you're gonna confuse the buyer. But
Hmm.
if we can use those as, hey, when you buy 3, you're gonna also receive our grooming masterclass, which is $100 value free today.
Okay. I
Oh,
guess because overall my question was like I did rewatch the videos and everything was how do you turn a product into an offer? Is it just through the words? Or are we adding stuff onto the product
did
to
I
make
say
it
that?
well, I understand like the bottle is the product, but what makes it an offer, I guess was my question.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the offer is your sales page.
Okay. So okay, so remove this. Just put it on like included with the upsell or whatever.
No, not the upsell, the order
And
form.
sorry, not the upsell, the claim discount.
Yes. Yeah, on the second page. Yeah, that's really great. So then, yeah, we do like best selling, make that yellow or something, like make it pop.
Okay.
But like where I'd say best selling and I'd say free masterclass, value $100 and then strike out the value $100.
Inside of this box?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would he
Yep.
do it for 3 and 10 or anything 3 and above?
Scroll over just a little bit. Other way, other up.
Oh.
So, couple things here that I'd play with. I think Dante makes a good point. Is enter your info below to claim your discount exclusive bonuses.
Hmm.
Does that sound good, or does in your info below, or not even that, free shipping when you purchase 3 or more?
Right. Okay. This is so good. I'm so glad we're doing this
Yeah,
because Fahad is running a 180-day money back guarantee and free shipping on all returns.
Free
So
shipping
if
on.
that is everything that he has his course, he has his masterclass to go along with it. He also has the free shipping on all returns. How do you display that on one page simply and easily?
I don't know if I would say free shipping on returns because to me that means like there's a lot of people returning it. That gets my mind thinking about returns.
Ah.
yeah.
Like I think as a consumer, You know, we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about. I see that it has how could we like I would definitely use it in maybe some terminology for the guarantee, like, but you know, how do we do returns? We send you an RMA, and you know, just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But for why they should buy today, that's the primary thing I want to put in this headline, such as, you know, 3 units or more delivered in 48 hours or less. When you purchase 3 today, you get free shipping. When you purchase three or more items today, free shipping. Free shipping on 3 or more items.
Mm.
That would be like the main headline, or
That's the headline above, yeah, right there.
oh, just above here.
Mm-hmm.
Get free shipping when you purchase 3 or more.
Yeah, because no one knows the price, so they don't even know what a 60% discount means,
Yeah.
right? So like realistically, that headline does nothing.
Hmm.
So we have to tell them, like, what's the incentive for me? Everybody wants free shipping. Everybody wants quick, fast, delivered.
Get free shipping when you purchase 3 or more, and remove this whole thing. Enter your info below.
Yeah. And I would say receive. I don't like the word get. I would
Yeah.
do like receive, free
Yeah.
shipping. Um, and then free is all caps and underlined. Yep. Receive free shipping. Like, doesn't that feel better
Yes.
to the consumer? Like, oh, enter my info below. Blah, boring, yawn, eye roll emoji. Versus they come here like, oh, receive free shipping. Okay, yeah, like I should buy 3 or more. I'm always running out. Like like everything is a trigger. I think I don't know. It's probably in the earlier videos that I talked about it, but Darren Brown, when I was talking about the movie on Netflix called Push, and it's an hour-long episode. Basically, within an hour, hour and a half, they get people to like throw people off roofs, and it's all through the use of micro commitments. And I don't know how true or false it was, but what I learned from that documentary was just by small micro commitments, I can lead someone to the sale.
Hmm.
Like in their brain, like they're committing, like, oh, receive free shipping. Oh, I'm going to get free shipping today when I buy 3 or more. Like in their brain, I'm getting them to commit to 3, which is
Hmm.
why, hint, hint, all your photos AI should have 3 units in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm slowly showing them 3 is the way. Like I'm
Mm.
pre-programming, should be illegal. I'm pre-programming their brain to buy 3 with everything I do.
Okay. Yeah, that's amazing. Um, I think one of my should I add, like, I saw in your funnels, like, you have always have the pop-up. Um, should I add the pop-up? Should it be incentive on the pop-up or anything, or
I think it's great.
add the pop-up?
Yeah. Only works
And
on desktop.
okay.
So if
And
you're sending mobile traffic, then you're not going to see much of it.
okay. I guess I could ask Dante later, but I was wondering, is it supposed to, it's not supposed to be a submit form, right?
Correct.
Like it.
It's just reduces what we did is we duplicate the order form
Mhm.
and make the pricing 10% less. And when they pop it up, they click a button that takes them to an order form, and then the headline is, "Hey, we just took off an additional 10% on your order."
Yeah, okay. I have to look into how to do
Uh,
that.
that's just a new price point on your product, exactly like you've done it so far, Fahad, and a new order form page that has that product with the new price.
Completely new,
Mhm.
Yep,
completely new page. And so the
that's
button
right.
is new page.
Could they just do a coupon now with ClickFunnels 2.0?
Oh, yes, we could. No,
There's
we
like
definitely could. Yes, you can run coupon codes, and we definitely could have a pop-up say, wait, before you go, do you want a 10% off coupon? Takes them to a page with an order form with a coupon code displayed right in the headline and says, use this coupon for an extra 10% off. 100%, Trey.
I wouldn't even do a new order form. I would just give them the
You
coupon
just run it right here. Just give them the coupon code in the pop-up.
Yeah, because then they don't have to load another page.
Yup.
So they're
Yup.
staying on the page. It says, okay. And dude, like a little dev work, I guarantee that once they click that button, if you do like some little dev on the back, it just automatically applies the coupon to the order form, or at least puts it in the submit form.
He's 100% right. That is very simple dev work.
Okay. Okay.
So to do that, Fahad, all you have to do is go to your product, enable the coupon, make the coupon code itself. Super simple.
Okay.
Nice.
Anything to change with like just the headline, special offer, Flex leave-in conditioner available with 6% discount. Your discount is ready.
Yeah, I'd split test all of it.
Okay. And then
Like everything is a split test.
I add the compare at price with like a 60% increase or whatever without the discount.
What I do is see how you have select a product, like
Yeah.
like I would replace select product with 60% discount applied.
Oh, right here.
Nowhere on here do you say it's been applied.
Okay. So I don't have to add the claim whatever. I don't have to do the compare at price, just write
Yeah.
60% discount applied.
Yep. Like you have to, like everything you're saying and telling these people, you need to
Right
make
here.
sure that it's in line. Because on step 2 it says select quantity claim discount. They're going to be wondering, how do I claim my discount?
Okay.
If you
So
say,
just like
oh,
this.
60% already been applied, they're like, oh, it's been applied.
Yeah. 60% discount applied.
So everything needs to flow. Where there's resistance is what we need to fix. That's where clarity comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the clarity. And get PayPal added.
Sorry?
PayPal.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely get PayPal added. We see around a 20 to 30% lift when we have PayPal enabled on the order forms.
oh, okay. Add PayPal. Um, so okay, I don't have to mention like I don't have to highlight free returns. I add free shipping. So does that mean I can keep the same prices but add like 9.99 for shipping for the other ones? Or for anything below one and like for 1 and 2 add 9.99 shipping and for 3 and more add free shipping.
Yeah, I think though you can do a rule with that. But
Yeah.
your bottle of 10 doesn't make any sense.
Um, because of the pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the two like for 3 like 2.25 and for 10 7.75
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so like 449.99 times 10 times
No, no.
7.7.
Okay. It's just 49.99 times 7.75.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry. 7.75.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then you divide that by 10 and it's 38.74. And if I do that by 2.2
Divided by 3.
divided by 3, that's 37.49.
369. 120.
Sorry?
I bring it down to like $29 per bottle.
For the 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's like
37.
290. 290 out the
Sorry.
door.
So sorry, if I get that right, 29.99 for each bottle if you get 10.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
think that's a really good. That'd be a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have someone grabs that. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
$300 value order.
Yep. Okay. Order bump. I might
Is this a typical price for an 8-ounce or 6-ounce bottle?
Uh, for the leave-in conditioner?
Yeah.
I mean, they vary. It can for like low end, it could be like in the $15-20, and then if you go luxury, it can be like a lot more. So I wouldn't say it's typical. I mean, with like the discounts, like if you buy 3 or 10, then yeah, that we're getting into the typical like drugstore prices.
Because like if someone going to come to here and be like, oh, $49 for a 6-ounce bottle. Like, would you buy something 6 ounces? Because 6 ounces isn't much for 49 bucks.
It's 8 ounces, but yeah,
Eight
it's like
ounces.
this is the bottle size.
Okay. I mean, if that was on the shelf at a hairstyle, like you'd grab that for 49, no questions asked.
I mean, maybe not, but like for if I go to a hair salon, yeah, that's how much they're gonna sell it for as like a barber upselling it and it being a luxury product. Yes. If I go to the drugstore, yeah, I would buy this for like 20, $30, not 50. But I don't know, it's because I also my well long-term goal is to not just be like the cheapest product, but to try to build more of a luxury brand, but I don't know if that plays into anything.
So, since you are a premium brand, what I would look at doing is if they don't buy and they opt in, they see the price, they back out. One, we're going to know that because you're going to get a lot of opt-ins and no sales. So that's
Hmm.
going to become a pricing problem.
Yeah.
Second is I would follow up with them with a sample. And it's just going to be like one of those cologne samples where it's like half an ounce, a quarter of an ounce of your spray for, for like right now, you says 8 ounces.
Yeah.
So right now you're charging $6 per ounce.
Hmm.
So then you could do a sample for $9.95 out the door for 1 ounce.
All right. Um, yeah. I don't know if I can make samples right now because this is using like a private label thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have to see if they can do that. But it's not something I can do immediately, but yeah.
Could you do it in your house?
So how would I do that? Just like put it in like a tiny white bottle,
Yep.
like
Yeah. Like yeah, you can get those you can get those.
yeah, like something like a small bottle, like a bottle like this.
Yeah, but even smaller. You know how you get those in the magazine? Like they got those sample clones,
Yeah, okay.
like three
Yeah,
sprays. It's good. Like that'd be like one. You get like one
one you
shower.
yeah.
Like if it's not,
Hmm.
because then you're sound like they're proving to themselves, okay, this stuff works. I'm going to grab it. It's like it's worth the 49 bucks.
Hmm.
Unless you got a barber that you can go to and videotape and say, sell this to me.
I tell the barber to, yeah.
And then from there we have but I like this. I know we got other questions though, and I got 10 minutes left, so I want to make sure we take our time here. But this has been great, Fahad. This looks
Okay,
really
all right,
great. You're
cool.
well on your way.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Viega has a quick question, and then we're going to hop over to Thaddeus. Viega, how can we help?
Hello, can you
Hey,
hear
hey.
me? Perfect. Thank you for having me. I basically my question, I had a strategy, a plan, which now is all out of the window after this session with the taxation and then from try explanation. So I was going to do with a Zen Drop product, and I was going to sell in China. But now, because of that, also, so I had a plan B, which this is what I want to ask you in terms of fulfillment. And yes, fulfillment. So the company, the products are made in Germany. They have three warehouses, one in China, one in UK, and one in America. So the two core markets that I'm going to aim for my funnel. So I'm going to have two funnels, e-commerce, one for US and one for UK. So for the UK, because I'm based in UK at the moment, I'm going to do the fulfillment at the initial stage. So that's sorted. Now for the US, I was just wondering if you have any recommendations for the stock fulfillment kind of American company that can stock up, that I can buy from Germany, send to US, and they do the fulfillment. Just so I don't have sending to me and then from here to US and save on postage and time, not so much postage, but more time delivery.
Yeah, I would reach out to ShipZoom. They're great. ShipZoom.com. Matt Frew is the owner, and I'm putting his cell phone number in here for you. That's what I'd recommend.
Perfect, thank you. I've been literally hunting these down for about weeks and weeks. I
Yeah,
called
it's
so
great.
many I called so many suppliers like warehouses asking them for recommendations, but no one is coming forth with anything.
Mm.
So I was a bit stuck. So I'll do that. And then the my other question is just strategically, shall I just concentrate in UK for the time being and see, or shall I do, because I was going to do at the same time. Well, I was actually going to do one funnel for both markets, but then I realized perhaps it's best to do two funnels because different currencies and have two workspaces in the click funnels. Shall I do that instead like two workspaces, two funnels, two currencies, but one market at a time, or both at the same time?
Mm. What's the product?
So is a it's a gratitude journal.
Oh, gratitude journal.
Yes, and the upsell will be
I mean,
another
with you
gratitude.
fulfilling out of the UK and selling out of the UK, I would say that would probably be the best. Because like, let's get proof of product before you go like
Okay.
get a fulfillment center and you're shipping stuff from Germany, and it's like that's a lot. I would
Yeah.
prove it in the UK, get your sales funnel down, make sure it looks good, and then once it's moving, then yeah, switch over to US or like bolt on US. Like let's prove the
Yes.
product first, make sure it works, make sure it converts, and then bop,
Yes.
let's try US.
Yes, because I had a Zentrop Chinese product which was a fraction of the price, but I'm trying to go for the quality and something much more unique, and
Hmm.
also the value of the content because there's millions of gratitude journals, so it's going to be an expensive product comparing to the Amazon. And so I was not going to just sell the gratitude journal. I am going to create an offer around that. So I'm slightly more, so I can sort of compete. Otherwise, it's just another gratitude journal with Amazon. So I was going to add a workshop, a recorded workshop with it. So it's free. I was going to teach like how to create a really good morning routine. So because I think goes in alignment with the gratitude journal. And I was also going to do three guides that had to do with time management, had to do with mindset. So three free guides together with the gratitude journal. So it creates sort of a bonuses, even though it's a physical product, but I was trying to sort of market more like an offer. So that is my idea. And then the upsell will be like another journal, but for productivity. And then following your model, the third, the second upsell will be three more of that, for the first product, plus the productivity for free.
Hmm.
Like it.
Well,
And
I would just don't make it complicated.
yeah,
Like just flip through the pages, show them what's in the
mm,
journal, show them how you're
mm,
different, sell the book.
okay.
Like if you start
Yes,
adding all these things, it's a lot.
yeah,
Like just sell one offer, one funnel, one traffic source.
yeah.
Just
And
like
then
don't have like you're already like, oh, I need to go record all these videos. So you're gonna spend so much time recording these videos
yeah,
when you could just tomorrow you can start selling the book.
Mm.
yeah. And then the other thing as well I heard in one of your sessions is that sometimes just to prove a concept or product, instead of like buying the inventory, should I perhaps maybe even fulfill the order myself, but from Amazon? I
You
mean,
could.
at no profit, obviously in initial stage, just so I know, so I'm not sitting on inventory basically,
Yeah.
because they have minimum requirements of purchase, and I don't know if I can sell it or not.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what you have in the UK, but we have like Kinko's and we have like printing services that
Yeah,
you could literally go make one book, record a video, put it on a funnel, see if it converts. If it doesn't, you only had to order one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect. Think
Cool.
yes, I'm done for now. Thank you so much for answering my questions. And
Yeah, of course.
yes, see you next time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got it. Let's hop over to Thaddeus. Knock out as much as we can here. Let's take a look at that funnel, Thaddeus. Answer any questions.
How you doing? Share this real quick. All right. Can you see it?
It's
Coming
coming.
through right now. We
There
got
we
you.
go.
Okay. Besides taking the initial look at this funnel, there's one issue I really needed to fix, so I really wanted your insight on, Trey, on how I should handle this. As we matriculate through this funnel, and I'm kind of showing my candles. On the order form, I had an issue. I'm gonna go to this other one. Here on the order form, I was kind of setting it up like this, like you taught us. The issue is I have four types of candles. And so I don't know how to set it up. And I have CF Pro Tools, but I just don't know how to maybe find how to use it on this, where um, I can get a person to pick one of these sets of candles and then their fragrance of candle.
What's your number one seller, man?
Pure Bliss. It's just one of these candles. Now, the way I did overcome this, I tried it like this. See what you think about this. Hurry up, screen. This way. The only difference is on the other funnel, I have the discount built into it, so a person can see they wouldn't pay $34 for it, they'd be paying 25.
Yeah, oh, so this is your number one seller? Oh, I see what you did. So, man, I love that you got so many different types of candles. You got the intimacy, invigorating, entice me, and the pure bliss. If this was my business in my funnel, I would pick one of the top selling. So if that's intimacy, that's all I would sell. And then on the upsells, I would sell the other ones. Invigorating, entice me, pure bliss. Might do a bundle. Like, hey, get the other three for this. But like no one like candles are hard because no one knows what it smells like. So I would look at just selling one because most people are going to buy one just to see if they like the scent. And I would probably have a scent guarantee where, if you burn this candle over the next 180 days, and like I love Drew Canoli refund where he did his green powder juice. He goes empty container refund guarantee or buyback guarantee, or I forgot I think I took a screenshot, but I would do something like that where it's like empty candle guarantee, where it's like burn the entire candle all the way through, and if you still hate the scent, we'll refund your money. Because for me, when buying a candle, I don't know what it smells like, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it. When I'm buying green juice, I don't know if I'm gonna like the taste. And if they have, hey, once the label's cracked, we're not refunding you, BS, then I'm not gonna buy from them. So I think you got to kind of hit that nail on the head here, where it's like, hey, we have a scent guarantee. Burn the candle all the way through, and if you still hate it, we'll refund your money.
You do have a 60-day money back guarantee.
But make it stronger.
Okay.
And then I would sell one of these. I'd sell your top selling. And then that's the one
Okay.
I'd have in all the images. Because I think you might have all four in the images.
Yes.
Yeah. And then the
Okay.
other thing, and I don't mean this rudely, the other thing is the believability factor. Is
Okay.
the candle really going to create an unforgettable experience? Because like I have never experienced that. I've never heard of someone experiencing that. Like no one's ever came to me like, dude, I bought this candle and we had a crazy night.
we've got the testimony. So our candles come with affirmations. The candles designed to set a mood in all those different types of things. And the candle, the packaging or part of it explains different things that you can do with the candle.
That's what you need to sell then.
Okay.
Because as a consumer coming to this page, I didn't know that. And so if I'm uneducated, I'm not buying. So we gotta kind of set it apart then.
Okay.
To the audience when they come and hit it.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
like when you said affirmation, did you mean aphrodisiacs?
No, I mean affirmation.
Okay. Is there any chemicals or anything in the candle that would do that?
No.
Okay. So basically, it starts with an affirmation and it ends with an intimate night.
Yes. So all the information that comes with the candle is suggestion that you set a particular mood with this candle. You light this candle at certain times to elicit certain feelings, certain memories, certain thoughts, certain feelings. Comes with rose petals, um, and those types of things. So
then I might push it as like a starter kit.
okay.
So it's like, are you like, with our busy lifestyles, it's hard to slow down and take time for us. So this is like a starter kit.
Okay.
Where it's like, it starts with roses, it starts with candles, it starts with affirmations, but then where it goes from there is up to you.
Okay.
Because that's a good photo with the wine
Okay.
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like immerse yourself with aroma that leads to a spiritual night.
Okay. Okay.
Um, Dante, I did have a hard stop, buddy.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Trey. I've kept you past one.
Oh, you're fine. I just
No,
got a
you're
call that's texting me right now saying we're
you're
back.
a-okay, dude. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Trey. This is awesome today.
Thank you, Trey.
Thetis, I this is great. I mean, everybody's funnels was great today, so I appreciate you guys sharing this. This is awesome. Keep them coming, keep them building. Like now's the time. This is fantastic. I appreciate you guys being on here.
Awesome. We appreciate you, Trey. Thank you, man.
All right, see you, everybody. Bye bye.
So does all that make sense with what he's saying about the one product, Thaddeus?
It does.
It's so much simpler. Trey shared a while ago, I think it was from Forbes, they put it out. For every SKU we add to our business, we 12x the logistical complexities of our business. So I run in the 4 SKUs like we're seeing it right now, trying to sell 4 different candles and give people all the options. First off, more options typically leads to lower conversions because now that's more choices people have to make. And if they don't know what choice to make, if they, like for instance, let's say the sales page gets them hook, line, and sinker. Now they hit the order form, and now they have to choose the aroma they want. Well, like Trey said, I can't smell it, I can't feel it, I can't touch it. Now I don't know what aroma I want. Now I have a confused mind, and a confused mind always says no.
Understood. That makes sense. It definitely
Sweet.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, while I got you on,
Yes.
outside of that, I do have 2 issues if I can fix. I'll go ahead and make some adjustments, and
Cool.
I think I'll be prepared to launch. But I have to fix these 2 issues. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Let's see. So we go live, not from here, not from here, not from here. Here. So I got the CF Pro Tools as you suggested.
Mm.
Um, and I use this to kind of sell some additional products. The issue I have is when I click this using the Pro tool it suggested, because I reached out to them to and describe the problem, and they prescribed this Pro tool to me. When I click on, I can't tell in the live phase if it's being clicked on. Does that make sense?
I
Or
think
if somebody
so.
added it. So now that it's live, I've clicked it. I can't tell that I've done that.
Uh, okay. Have you gone through and tested this with a test purchase, like from the order form?
Yes.
And this is still happening?
Yes. And so here's the back end of that issue. If I continue forward, go to checkout, go here, it doesn't show where it's connecting. Is that
Yes, no, that makes perfect sense. I don't expect to see the product show on this order summary because this is an OTO and that Pro Tool code is an OTO code. So it would add to an existing order. Um,
oh,
so
okay.
really how you need to test this is to go to your order form, make a test purchase on the order form, and then when you go through, you should see that button. Now, I do notice that when they click add, there is no notification. There is no like
Right.
this has been added. Um, or there's no check mark that displays afterwards or anything like that. That that would be a question for Pro Tools and probably something that they definitely want to see and change because your observations about this are 100% right. Um, they wouldn't see it till the order confirmation page. They're like, oh, I did add those things, and then if there's no confirmation when they're clicking the buttons, well, they're just going to keep clicking the button, and they're going to be like, what's going on? And then they hit an order confirmation where they purchased 17 of those upsells, right? And now they're upset, and they got to go to you, and you got to do a refund and the whole thing. So, run it as a test from the order form, make that first initial purchase, and if that's still happening, definitely get with Pro Tools. They're going to want to see about that.
Sounds good. Last thing. So at the end, I have a thank you page,
Mm.
and this it's not connecting to the thank you page.
Why do we have this?
I think the last time I talked to you, you suggested a thank you page.
Okay, great. I think I remember all this. Yes, you absolutely need a thank you page. We always have to have a thank you page. But in a sales funnel like this that sells a product, thank you pages are actually order confirmations. The reason we use an order confirmation page is because it has that fancy element that you just put your mouse on there, the order confirmation element. It confirms and shows a receipt of what the customer's purchased. So you can just have this, Thaddeus. And then down below, anything else you have on your thank you page, like I think you had a couple steps there. Yeah, on that one, you can just add those to the original order confirmation. And it's just one big thank you page. First confirms their purchase, says thank you at the top. Here's what you purchased. And then below that shows the next steps.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Customer success stories. What else do you have down there? Yeah, oh, just add all that stuff, Thaddeus, to your original order confirmation, and you don't need this secondary thank you page. All of it gets put on one page.
Okay.
Yes, right
Okay.
there.
Okay. Okay, then it'll eliminate the need for it. Okay.
Yes, it absolutely will.
Good to go. Okay, that's all. That's all that, bro. All right. I will make the changes, and we'll see if we can't launch this tomorrow.
Yes, let's do it. That
See if
sounds
we can't launch this
amazing,
tomorrow.
Thaddeus. Come on with it. Let's do it.
All right.
Which flavor are you gonna go with? I forgot.
Pure Bliss.
Pure Bliss. That is your best seller, right?
And we're gonna go back real quick, and we're gonna talk to some of those other selling points he was talking to. We're gonna run that through Chat GPT and see if we
Yes.
can't make some of those parts stand out a bit more, as far as, because on the other website we had it, we're making sure that couples found a way to to find time or make time. That was the original idea for this candle, for couples to make a moment where you create time for each other. And in the time, you create something special outside of a moment.
Yeah, it's a practice of intentionality, really, and you have a
Correct.
tool to help them be intentional. I
Right.
love that. Yeah, I love that. It's definitely a harder sell, right? It's so much easier to just sell, here's a really delicious candle that smells like the beach and it's cheap. That's an easier sell. It's an easier market, right? It's so much easier to market that product. So a little bit harder of a sell and a little bit harder to market with kind of a complex product like this, but so doable. People do it every single day. We can absolutely do it. I think what I'd like to see you do is take a full page screenshot of your funnel as is, of your sales page. Do you have the tool Go Full Page?
N-
Okay, cool. Go Full Page is a simple Chrome browser extension. It's what I use. It's also really what we use in Barnum PT. But I would use Go Full Page. You can take a full page screenshot of your sales page. Then you can upload that screenshot to ChatGPT. And then you can really start talking and saying, like, hey, here's my product. Here's what it does. Here's how it works. Can you look at my page? And how should I weave that in? How can I market that? How can I illustrate this to my customers? It'll do a really great job with it.
Okay. Okay. I got it. Trey,
Yes.
Dante, thank you so much. I said Trey, I mean Dante. Thank you so much, Dante. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
No, you got it, man. I loved what Trey said on that. Let's start with pure bliss. Let's start with the number one seller. Let's generate customers. Let's go change lives. Let's go save marriages. Then we can have people on subscriptions on the back end. We can sell bundles on the back end, but start with one. That was gold.
Sounds good. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
You got it, man. Great stuff. Hey, shoot me a message when you launch too. I'm really excited for this.
Will do.
All right, man. Great, great. Yeah, that was awesome. Love his funnel. I can stop your share for you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Beautiful. Gang, that was awesome. I love Tuesdays. Man, I love Tuesdays. It's just so great to be able to see how Trey breaks down funnels, how he just the guy's a walking, talking QVC page. It's so great to see his true, genuine reactions as he looks at new ecom funnels. On that note, in case you guys haven't seen, we have a ton of recordings available. Tons and tons. If you guys want to become your own walking, talking QVC just like Trey, it's so cool. The reason I'm really excited about this today is I have so many bad habits in ecom. I have so many bad marketing habits in the ecom space. There's so many times that like naturally and inherently my brain goes to crafting offers, add more additives to the products to increase the perceived value of my product, right? I have so many bad habits that he does not have. He literally does not even operate out of those. So we have tons of recordings available to all of you guys in the One Funnel Away training. And the first like 8 to 10 recordings, we're looking at funnels in all of them. If you guys want to go through, go look at those recordings and go watch what Trey says about all sorts of different products in all sorts of different industries. And it's literally the framework. He says the same things time and time and time again. So you can go watch those recordings and just apply the things he's saying to other people. Apply it to your funnel. Ask yourself the same questions he's asking people in the recordings. And it's like working with Trey every single day. There's a healthy library of those. And perfect. We are at 1:15. I have to close this one down for the day, but it was awesome to get back to ecom. It was awesome to get into some funnels there, gang. The time is now. The time is now. This is going to be a catalyst for ecom. Personally, I hope tariffs stay. I hope they stay. I hope they stay for 5 years. That'd be amazing. Everybody's going to drown and we are going to thrive. So keep rocking, keep rolling, keep getting everything set up. Oh, Denise, where's the One Funnel Away training? Yes, I was wondering if anybody was going to ask that. Let me see if I have this set up really quick. I do. Let me share my screen. Yes, I have 2 minutes. We can do this. Okay, let me go here and let me spotlight. So in your account, go to your Learn and Connect tab, and then we're going to go to Training Courses. click training courses, and it'll bring you into your courses. And we have 2 One Funnel Aways. We have One Funnel Away 2025. That's our new training with all the new content. Week 1 and week 4 are really the new contents that are inside of this One Funnel Away training. And week 2 on the expert track, week 2 is completely changed. But in the old One Funnel Away training right here that does not label as 2025, you can go ahead and start that training. Once you get into that training, scroll down to the live call replays right here. Now, inside of live call replays, choose your track. We're going to roll to the ecom track with Trey, and then right down here, all the way at the bottom, I mean, these are all funnel reviews. Hey, these first 3 sessions were just awesome. They were so good. So I don't have funnel reviews in the thumbnails. I think he did do funnel reviews here and here, but goodness gracious, he knocked it out of the park with these first 3. If you have not watched those recordings, definitely please do so. And let me grab this link. I'm going to put this link in the chat for everybody. If you access this from your ClickFunnels account, I'm 99% sure it will also just take you right here. But here, all these, the 18th, 25th, the 2nd, the 23rd, the 16th, the 9th, these are all funnel reviews here. These are all funnel reviews. Trey's going into people's funnels. Look, these are all funnel reviews right here. There's more and more and more and more and more and more. There's everything. So as I like to say, cut out the fluff, cut out the nonsense. You can access this from your cell phone. I'm not a huge fan of people trying to build funnels on their cell phone or using their tablets. I'm not a fan of that personally. I don't think you're setting yourself up for success. But man, next time we're taking the kids to school and we got to go sit for an hour in the carpool line, let's watch this. Let's learn ecom. We could charge tremendous amounts of money for this. This is what Trey gives you all. I need you guys to know this. Trey gives you all exactly what he gives his paid students. He gives you the best he's got. He gives you everything that you need right here. So go join his community and go pay if you want, or you spent the $100. You have everything you need right here. Maximize it on it, capitalize on it. All the recordings are all right in here. There's so much gold in here. But definitely everything before 1231, all funnel reviews all throughout here. And it's the same thing time and time and time again. So it's an awesome question, Denise. Thank you for that. And now, beautiful, I have a minute to spare. I'm going to be like super early in my terms. So thank you guys for being with us today. What a blast that was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Any questions or anything that comes up, feel free to ask away in your communities. I'll get you answers as soon as we can. Let's go do big things. Great stuff.